Hi there, welcome back to my craft room. It's Kathy from Raven Vintage. Come on in. I am excited about today's video. There's a new process for us to try, and this is an idea from one of my new design team members. That's Christine from Coffee Vino Paper, and Christine has made a beautiful grocery bag base traveler's notebook journal. That's a lot of words, but basically she has printed on craft bags and also some shipping paper. I'm going to try both, and then she has used those two printouts that she made and created a beautiful multi-fold, tri-fold, flip fold, whatever you want to call it, flip journal in a traveler's notebook size, and it's just gorgeous. So I'm going to link her video below, and I haven't tried it yet, so I am excited. I am very excited to try this. I think it's really cool. Hers turned out lovely, so I'm going to try it with some of our Christmas images for our Christmas journal. So this one I have cut. This is a brown paper bag. It's actually from Value Village, the bags that you can purchase at the counter when you're checking out. So it's just like a regular like grocery bag. And I have trimmed it to 8.5 by 11. And then this is simply packing paper or shipping paper from an Amazon order. Again, I trimmed it to 8.5 by 11. I just used my big 12 by 12 trimmer and cut those down to size. So I'm going to attempt to print both of these, and let's see how they turn out. So you can see them right now. This is the before. That's the shipping paper, and that's the grocery bag. So let's see how those turn out. Oh, that's fabulous. I love it. So this is the grocery bag that printed out quite lovely. Isn't that gorgeous? I quite like that. Okay, now let's try the shipping paper. And here is the second page. These are fabulous. So this is the shipping paper. Isn't that fabulous? It's the same image. That's why, but two different ways. That's why I picked this one to see what the saturation would be like. So this one is the kit. It's the old-fashioned Christmas, and they're portrait or tall pages. But this image happens to be turned so that it's actually a landscape image when it's printed. And then this is that same image. However, it's laid on top of some wallpaper with some Christmas bits there. So yes, both of those are from the same kit, the Christmas, old-fashioned Christmas. So the old-fashioned Christmas kit, you haven't seen me use that a lot yet, but I will. It's a tall kit or portrait style, and there's 25 pages to that kit. So they're in that kit, which we will be using in this journal, probably in the next video. I'll start using that kit. There's a lot like ledger paper and line paper and different Christmas larger imagery in that one. Okay, well, okay, this is fabulous. Christine, thank you so much for this inspiration. I will definitely be trying this. And it made me think, I also have a roll of painter's paper, I guess it's called, that it comes in a roll. It's like this, but it's a little bit of a lighter color, and it's just paper that they use to tape to the wall or the floor for drips when they're painting. And it's very inexpensive to buy, and I never think to get it out, but now I'm going to, because I think it might be very easy to cut down to size. And so as you saw, I just put that right in my printer. I did not attach it to a feed sheet, like I didn't tape it to another piece of paper. Same with this one. As long as your header that's going in, the head of your paper, it doesn't have any curls or tears or anything, it should feed through okay. Both of these thicknesses of paper fed through just fine. Okay, now what Christine did in her video, and we're going to do that project. I'm so inspired by it. That will be another video for another time. But what she did was she took the shopping bag piece, and then these lighter pieces she glued to the back of those. So those became her base of her flip-flop journal. But I am not going to do that. I'm going to actually add this right into the journal. I just that's our first project today. I just really wanted to try that, and I thought, let's experiment and see what it looks like. So I don't need, these signatures are so, I guess this is the size. Well, I can't use that one. I can use one of these. I'm just going to have to trim this down. I want to just simply glue this right into the journal. So it needs to be trimmed to size, obviously, but I will fold that in half, and once we get it trimmed up, I think I need some straight lines. Or no, you know what? Let's tear. Let's use the ruler. I think it's going to be, it should tear okay. Well, let's try it and see. Let's try it and see. Let's see how we make out here. Let me get this end here. Tears just fine. I don't know if I can get those smaller edges, but let's try. Try turning this over. I did it. Okay, that's great. Oh, that's such a beautiful edge too. Isn't that nice? Love it. Okay, and then for height, this is a smaller journal than I'm used to working with, so let me start with the bottom. Let's start here. Just using the lines on my mat to try to get myself straight. So far, so good. Let's see how that is for height. Still a little tall, but that's okay. I still have the top to take off. Not a lot though. Let's just maybe try this. Let me get myself lined up here again. Have you ever been just like so excited to try something new? This was, I know Cheryl's been really busy, and so this is her first project for the design team. And she came out of the gate swinging, didn't she? Look at that. That's cool. Well, thanks again for sharing that with us, because, yeah, I think you'll really enjoy her video. Now, of course, all of my design team my design team members, when they do a YouTube video, I save it to my playlist, and if you go to my playlist, I have a section just for my design team. Now, currently only 2 of them are producing, I hope that stays, it should, because I'm going to glue it, are producing videos for YouTube, and that's Cindy and now Christine, Cindy A. Lewis. Teresa has a channel, but she hasn't started into the YouTube world yet. She has a channel set up, she just hasn't recorded videos yet. She'll get there. She's working full time, she's busy too, so you'll find her creations on Instagram, and yeah, that's where you'll find her, and Kelly as well on Instagram. Now Cheryl has a YouTube channel, the Journal Cottage, but she's taking a break right now. And we've left the door open for Cheryl, so she just had to step away from crafting at the moment. to be with her family during a difficult time. There we go. All right. I do want to ink up that. Okay, now this picture in particular, one thing that's a little difficult to see, it is, there's a box here, and then you see the lid of the box opening up. It's a little bit difficult to see because of it's on this paper, like that part of the image. So I'm just going to bend along those parts and ink them, just to so it shows up a little better. I really like how just inking up the sides of the gift box there just helps that pop off the page a little bit. So we're just going to glue this right into the journal, right onto that tea dyed paper. Of course, the print from the bag does not show at all, but how fitting is that it has a recycle, because we're upcycling a bag for our journal. And we love a good upcycle, don't we? That would be a great video. All the things you can print on other than regular paper. So like newsprint and vellum and all the different types of paper we like to. That would be a cool video, wouldn't it? I'll add that to my list. I will add that to my list. I'll start researching that one too, because you know I like to research things. Who else likes to research things? That's how you find truth. You got to filter through the noise and you got to find the truth. I love researching. No, I love researching for projects and ideas and inspiration. I really do. Okay, I love it. I think we'll probably end up needing a little bit of, we're on our edges here, which is fine. I spend an unhealthy amount of time, even though I'm retired. Although it's not any different from when I was working. When I was at work, I was on a computer all day long, and then I would get home and I'd be on my computer all night long. So, and crafting, of course, but I don't know, it's just kind of my comfort zone place. But yes, I do need to be mindful of health and whatnot, sitting too long and do all those exercise. I have to. I'm not very good at it, but I really need to. I do spend a lot of time sitting at my computer. Okay. There. Now, I did cut that that signature or the string, so I am a little concerned, so I might need to bridge this somehow. We'll see. But I love that. I think that's really pretty. Now this one, I think we will trim this one up a little bit as well. Oops. That piece, it's the same image, so I just would like to use it in a different way. And let's try this. I don't think I can do that. tried to do both at the same time, but it didn't want to let me do that. Okay. That's okay. Okay. Oops, that's really crooked. All right, may have to trim that one by hand. Yes, I'll do that one by hand. Okay. I was thinking of maybe like a pouch or an envelope of sorts, or a wallet or some sort. So let's see what that would look like. Maybe like that. Isn't that interesting? I love that. I love it. Okay, let me just see if I can do this again. And paper is so thin, it's hard to, you know, I can't do it. It's hard to use the ruler to tear. Okay, that's good. And I do like this edge. I think I'll round those corners a bit. I don't have a lot of daylight. Sorry, I hope it's okay. A little bit of around there. There we go. Interesting. So I think this would be a great little wallet that we could put in a belly band. Just a delicate, how about a lace belly band? That would be pretty. Just because it just seems so fragile, and this has all the crinkle feels and the wrinkly look. It's really kind of neat as a wallet. I like this. Wallet, envelope, pocket, whatever you want to call it. It looks like a wallet to me. I'm calling it a wallet. Very nice. Okay. Let's get our sides glued on, or together. Now, if I am going to use this behind a belly band intentionally, then I want to be careful about what I put on here, because I don't want it to like catch. So maybe the charm of it is just to leave it as is without adding anything to it. Yeah, I think that might be the ticket. And then perhaps we could put this on the belly band. So let's find a really nice lace for that. First of all, let's find a spot. Start making our way back to the beginning here, and on there it gets lost. Would like it to be its own star. I like it here. Okay, so this is just super wide. This is really pretty, isn't it? Oh, I think that's the winner. It's kind of big, but that's not bad. I feel like this one's just too, yeah, that's too narrow. I like that because it just makes me think of snowballs. Yeah, I think this is the one. I do. These are beautiful, but I do like this snowball idea here. I do. Okay. Oh, I think I just want to leave it as is. I know I'm not very brave when it comes to adding layers and stuff, but we're going to try. We're going to try. We're going to try. So there. And I do want it kind of tight. There we go. Isn't that pretty? It's just, I love it. I love this. Okay. Okay, that's a lot of glue, but it's a thin material, so I really want it to lay down. So let's let that dry a bit. That is beautiful. Okay, now we have 2 little bits here to use. Beautiful. Okay, we talked about doing some layering with this guy. I have some vellum. I grabbed a couple of Christmas cards. I don't have a lot of Christmas cards, but like good vintagey ones. I have a lot of cutesy ones, but I don't have a lot of great cards. Okay, so I'm going to just simply take the front of this, probably trim the edges off, and round those corners. Instant journaling card. So watch for those boxes of old Christmas cards when you're, even if they're written on, when you're thrifting or even antiquing, because they're just such a great thing to, getting harder and harder to find, I think, but yard sales too. Estate sales probably would be good. Don't seem to have a lot of estate sales around here. We have what we have. We have online auctions. You can bid online, and then they have like a pickup day. I was following a lot of those, and then I kind of got out of the habit. I'm just going to keep layering till we have a nice little bundle here. This is also a good one. So this needs to be a little bit bigger. I'll round those corners as well. Again, instant journaling card. I better double check the size of this because it looks, I have to think too of how it's going to go into the journal. So we've got some good layers there. I wanted to get something, okay, I don't trust myself to cut a straight line. Just a minute, I really need to grab something to cut with here. Okay, so when we're doing a bundle, we want, so I'm just working on textures and sizes here. So of course I have more of the shipping paper. But our shipping paper, nice bundle. I'm thinking this one might be too big. Just stick with that. This as a bundle. Now how can we bundle it, right? Nice clip for it. I'm gonna run out of daylight soon. Well, we'll just use one of these. There we go. There we go. A cute little bundle. Not super satisfied with my lace, my ribbon here. Oh, some of you guys just do that and it looks so cute, except for Kathy. Maybe we don't need the string. Now that we have, although I could put some sort of a little dangle thing on the paper clip, but for now, let's just leave that little bundle as is. And let's go back to our, that's cute. It's on there nice. It's still a little damp, but could attach that to the belly band. But for now, I think I'm just going to leave it. Maybe I'll just attach this up here. Yep. Now, one thing I do have, which I haven't gotten out yet though, is my colored staples. I really like using colored staples in Christmas journals because it comes with red and green and blue. The set I get from Staples. Staples, that's the company name. So there's this green and red color, and I really love using them in my Christmas journals. They're fabulous. So I just picked these up at Staples. Just Swingline brand, regular staples, colored staples. I love using them. So I'm going to keep those out to remind me in the next couple of days to do that. Okay, and then I think I'll just do one more thing. I wanted to just use that vellum as a pocket somewhere. Be really sweet, nice and close there, wouldn't it? I was thinking of these book pages, and then it could just slide on, have a thumb notch there, and things could be slid in. So, sorry for the interruption. We just had an Amber Alert. Pray for that little one's safety. I hope she's found. Oh, I hate those. I just hate those. Okay, so here's one that happens to be blank. Oh, it's hard to concentrate now. Okay. Hug your babies. Oh my goodness. Okay. It'll probably go off again. It usually goes twice. All right, so this is what I'm thinking. It's just something like that, and we'll put a scoop in it so that we can indicate that it's and then I would like to ink this up because I love the way that Distress Ink Vintage Photo looks on this white cloudy vellum. Okay, so this here was, there we go. This was from one of the cards. So of course you can cut that as a belly band or use it as a pocket. Of course we're going to use that. Okay. So gluing our 3 sides. Sometimes the glue doesn't look bad at all through the vellum, and other times it does. I think it depends on what's behind it. And there, I just smeared mine. So sometimes it's good to use a lace or something, but let's see how that dries and see how that looks. Journaling card for this particular space. Look at the mess I'm in. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then I forgot to ink my, after I was so excited to do my inking on my vellum, I forgot to do it. Typical. Doesn't that just have, I love the look of that. I really do. Okay. Well, some more easy fun projects today. You know, okay, so since I have this in here and it has this little scoop, I think I'm going to glue one of these little fabric pieces here. Thanks again to Christine from Coffee Vino Paper for this fabulous idea of printing on shipping paper and craft grocery bags. Thank you again. I plan to do that much more. And like I said, I've got that one painter's paper I'm going to pull out, and I'll show you that in the next video. Okay, so we've did our belly band with our little wallet. And I won't even count that because that's just like an embellishment. We did our vellum pocket with on a book page. We did, what else did we do today? We did craft bag printing. I love that. And we just did some focus, enhance some of the lines with ink. And then we just upcycled old Christmas cards and made ourselves a little bundle. So there's a journaling card. We use that fabric. There's a little journaling space there. Just vellum for interest. And then of course a journaling card. And attach that with a rusty clip. So we just made a little bundle. I love that the fabric is part of that bundle. That's cute. So hello to Carrie from Created Me Creative. Isn't that a great snowflake stamp set? Yes, it looks great on fabric. Thanks for watching, Carrie. Deidre, thank you for watching. I appreciate your nice comments. Margot, the clock. Yes, the clock was beautiful, wasn't it? I really quite liked that. And like I said, we'll take that same, where'd she go? Where's our clock lady? So we'll take that same stamp, and then we'll use it throughout the journal for to pull that theme through. And then of course when I use it, I'll just do like corners as well as like maybe a half circle here and there. That'll be really pretty. Teresa, another Canadian. Yes, Teresa's from Canada. Looking at my comments here, Teresa, I thought I had replied to you about some storage ideas about using vertical storage or using furniture that doubles as storage, like ottomans, and there's couches you can get now that act as storage as well. But yes, my craft room is really small, but I do have, like on top of my wardrobe in my bedroom, I have some beautiful fabric boxes, totes, I guess they're called. And I use my Christmas craft stuff is stored in those. So, and then I have other cube shelving throughout my house. I use cube shelving everywhere. My bedroom, my living room, my dining room, which is all one big room, my craft room, of course. But yes, I love to use cube storage, and I really think it helps. But you can kind of tuck your craft supplies around throughout your house without them looking junky by disguising them in beautiful storage units. So, and don't forget, Teresa, too, to use all of the vertical space that you possibly can, and underneath furniture as well. Nancy liked the stamp and the clock face. Yeah, card makers like yourself, Nancy, have lots of stamps, right? It's I basically just have my printer's tray full, and then another drawer full, but of course I have all kinds of stamps right now because of that lot of stamps that I purchased. I did. Thank you. I'm glad you like that clock face. And Christina, oh, the snowflakes, yeah. She said she'd have to purchase them done, these here. It's just a lot of cutting and tiny thick paper to go through. Yeah, it's a little bit of a challenge to get these fancy ones, but we could do much simpler ones too, right? Ah, Margie, thank you. Such an elegant journal, she said, with cozy effects. The temperature's been dropping, wind howling. Yeah, it's a little bit cooler. At least we had a rainy day today, and then the sun popped out later, so a real mix. Mother Marcia, you must be new here. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you found some ideas. You're working on a prayer journal for your oldest granddaughter. These are great. I'm going on a camping. Oh, camping, lovely. Working on it by a campfire. Oh, that sounds wonderful. I would love that. I used to love camping. I wouldn't go by myself now, but who knows? I don't know. Have you ever seen those ladies that do van life, and they go solo traveling? Like, I think they're so brave, and I think it's wonderful, but they have groups that they meet up with. A little different here in Canada because we don't have that weather year round to be able to do that, but it's be really cold sleeping in your van at night. I'm a next scrapbooker. Oh, Michelle's next scrapbooker. You have to unprogram yourself from that to journal. Yes, there's definitely a difference from scrapbooking to junk journaling. And like I said, I've never been a scrapbooker, but at the last workshop I held, there was a lot of scrapbookers there, and that's the big discussion that we had. And I asked them to come to that workshop prepared to discuss that. So we did talk about it. And basically the long and short of it is that the junk journaling has a lot more creative freedom because we don't need things precise and balanced and measured, and you know, it's just, well, look at, I mean, it's the imperfections actually is what makes a junk journal so special. So the warbly bits and the ripped paper and the, you know, the odd, look at the different marbling effect of the paper, torn, kind of jaggedy edges, and like all of the things, right? Frayed edges and ripped, torn, like those are things that make a junk journal special. So yeah, I can understand that, Michelle. Yeah, I'm glad that you're finding my videos easy to follow. I appreciate that feedback. I do try. I know what you meant, Michelle. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do try. Christine asked about that clock. She said, can you paint your paper first and then stamp it? You sure can, but the whole point of that little project there, Christina, was so that you could keep, let me find it. Oh my goodness, there she is. The whole point of this project was so that you could keep this craft paper behind it, like you could have even kept it as a card. So you stamp it first so that you have your outline, so you know to paint inside those lines. So when you stamp again, it would it stays together. So it's like you're painting behind the stamp and staying in the line. So we stamp it first, just simply so we can get the outline. Like let's say it was a Christmas tree. So you stamp your Christmas tree first, and then paint and stay in the lines, and then stamp your Christmas tree again right over that same spot. That way your stamp has been painted. You could also use watercolors too, right? But I don't have any. But that's the whole purpose of it. Of course, you could just paint your paper first, and then you would like stamp your clock on, but then you'd have to cut right exactly on the edge of the stamp print. But the point was to make it look like you stamped a white stamp. But absolutely, yes, you could paint first and cut it out later. Okay, I hope that answers your questions. Thanks everybody for watching and hanging out with me. Yeah, definitely experimenting today. So if it sounded like I didn't know what I was talking about, that would be correct, because this was new for me. So that's me trying something I've never tried before. So experimenting and seeing how it goes. Now I can't even find what I did. I'm gonna have to start bookmarking. It's just, I guess, a big journal, and I just can't ever find my spot. But I love this little wallet. I just am loving this little wallet. So cute. So of course we'll have to find, we'll get some I'll print some more of the this kit, so we have some ledger paper and things to fold up, and like little letters and whatnot to put in our journal. And I love that little snowball effect there with that. This is from a shirt, this fabric, an old shirt, a blouse type of thing. And yeah, I like that little snowball effect. That looks so cute with this. I'm going to see if I can dig out more of that, because I think that's really pretty with this journal, isn't it? Yeah, I really like that. And we're going to use our colored staples some more. We're going to try to figure out, I just get so stuck on this, I don't know where to put it. You know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to print a couple more of these, stamp a couple more, and then I won't get so hung up on where to put it. I won't feel so, you know. Oh, like a little nest. So cute. Now I know what to do here. It's making a nest. Where's my stapler? Let's see if that holds. And the rest I'll glue down. So cute. Love a little nest. Just glue that down a little. Okay, well, thanks for hanging out with me. I might need to put something there in the middle to hold that down, but for the most part, just a little staple, a little glue. So cute. There, just a little something something there. I like it. Looks like a present. I like it. I haven't figured out a star yet for my treetop here. Kind of thought I don't know if this will work or not. I like that. That's cute. That's cute. Just a little scrappy star. I like that a lot. Aw, so cute. And then maybe over here we could cute. There, I like that. And then you never know, we just might add a few more things here and there. Okay, well that's good for today. Sorry, I just got a little sidetracked there. So cute. All right. I've noticed when I've been editing my videos, I need to quit saying so cute, 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 cute. I need to quit saying that so much. It's so pretty. We'll say pretty. Pretty, gorgeous. Love it. Okay. That's sweet though. I do like that. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with me today in my craft room. I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.